Hey guys, Mr. G, Mr. Wells. So we're continuing with Unit 9. This is day 2. And here we're actually giving you the slope, but what you need to do is find out what the missing coordinate is. So for this one, you need to find out what the x value is for that coordinate. So let's first read the sentence. If the slope of the line is 3 and the line passes through points A, x negative 5, and B, 2, 4, find the value of x. So the first thing I do is, as soon as I see slope, I'm going to write down my formula for slope. So it's m equals change in y over change in x. And for this one, and I try to stress this in class, if they give you a whole number for slope, what I like to do is just change it into a fraction by slapping a 1 underneath. And then just let's do our change of y's first. So my y for A is negative 5. And my y for B is negative 4, so going in the same order, I'm just going to do x minus 2, okay, so bringing everything down, 3 over 1, and then I'm going to combine my negative 3, negative 4 to give me a negative 9, and then I'm going to just bring down x minus 2. And now we have a proportion. I'm just going to cross multiply and then solve for x. So we can do negative 9 times 1, which is negative 9. Put my x in a negative 2 in parentheses and multiply that times 3. So set it equal 3, and then x minus 2. Distribute. So we have an old-fashioned equation, 3x minus 6. I want to add 6 to both sides. Cancels out. 3x equals negative 3. Divide both sides by 3. And we will get negative 1 to equal x.
Okay, only thing different here for number 6 is that we did not give you the slope or the rate of change, so you have to first find that. We know we have a line. We're given 3 coordinates, except for we are missing the y value for this coordinate here. So we really can't use that yet until we know what the rate of change is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two that we know, and I'm going to find the rate of change first. So rate of change formula, change in y over change in x. I'm going to subtract my y's, so I'm going to start with this coordinate here. I'm going to say I'm going to do 17 minus 9 on the top. So 17 minus 9 on top. Change in x means I have to use negative 5 minus a negative 3. I'm just going to go from left to right here. 17 minus 9 is 8. Negative 5 minus a negative 3. Remember, when we have a minus and negative, that becomes a plus. So negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. And if we divide this out, we get negative 4 for the rate of change. But that's not really what we're looking for. We still need to use this to find out what the value of y is here. So I'm going to write down my rate of change formula, m equals change in y over change in x. We just found out that m is negative 4, so I'm going to take this negative 4, plug it in here for m. So it would be negative 4 over 1 equals, okay, and then this time I'm going to use this negative 1y, and I can choose either or of the two that I have listed here. So I'm just going to go with the one that I think is easier, the negative 3 and the 9. So on top, I'm going to start with the y coordinate this time. I like y being listed first, so I'm going to say y minus 9 on top. So the bottom is going to be negative 1 minus a negative 3. Lots of negatives there to mess with you. Let's move this up so we have some room. Put parentheses around this negative 3 so I don't lose it. Okay, first thing that I would do is I'm going to worry about what is negative 1 minus a negative 3. And I'm going to fix it right here. A negative and a negative become positive. So really I'm going to be doing a negative 1 plus 3 there. So I've got negative 4 over 1 equals y minus 9 over negative 1 plus 3 is 2. Now I'm down to the cross multiplying step. So I can cross multiply negative 4 times 2 and get negative 8 equals, remember to put this in parentheses, we're going to do 1 times y minus 9 here. Okay, 1 times y minus 9, so 1 times y minus 9. That works out pretty well for us because 1 times anything is itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Negative 8 equals 1y. 1 times negative 9 is negative 9. Solve my equation, add 9 to each side. I'm getting a positive 1 equals y.